Just go.
What about your
Okay,
friends?
everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for your favorite panel, whether you like the reality and gossip blog. No, I'm sorry. Right now we got our all stars in the building. We have Alexander Rogers in the building. If y'all have not got into his epic read on Drew Sidora last week here up on the panel, last week, go on Instagram page and see it because he read the eyeballs out of her ass. He read her for everything. She get I don't know how much she got, but he read her for a lot. We got my boy Josiah's World TV live from the office with his coffee, and we got um Jamie, that's me in the building. All right, go is that gold fetish? Gold fetish on
Mhm.
your shirt? I think that's what it says. That's what.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
We got Bundy Blue in the building who got shouted out by the dog Funky Dineva earlier today on Unwind with Tasha K. So shout out to Bundy Blue for that. And we got in the building. She's a nasty curl in her head. Y'all, if y'all want some tips on how to keep your hair looking nice with the curls, then y'all need to go to Niecy with it because she keeps her shit,
Mhm.
on point. Then we got Chicago's own Yah Cortez. I know he thought I was gonna shade him, but I'm gonna be with tonight, so I'm not going to do so. I don't know what's going on with Terrence, but Terrence was in here, but I guess I don't know what's going on, but Terrence was in here, but he'll come back in here. Did not see my comment at the beginning. Jay Lee is going to be a little bit late. She is on her way home from work, so she'll be joining us shortly. Also, before we get complaints tonight, there is a little bit of a delay for just about everybody up here. So I'm letting it be known right now that there will be a slight delay for just about everybody up here. So you won't be thinking that we're over talking one another. You won't think that something is wrong with our shit. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard right now, but most of us have a delay. I think Bundy is the only one without. I think the only two without a delay, but just about everybody has a delay tonight. Um, so let's get it started. Okay, there's Terrence. Where's my bosom buddy Terrence in the building? You know I love that bald
Child,
head
this
bitch.
stupid ass
But whatever.
snowstorm
So let
messing up my damn shit.
oh, I forgot it's snowing out there.
Child.
I forgot y'all still under a blizzard. Mm-mm. Child. So y'all ready for a good show? Cause Alex is ready to read a bitch tonight, child. Before we went live, he said he ready to read tonight. So
I'm
and
ready.
I'm
We got a
ready
lot to
for him
talk
to
about.
read.
I'm ready.
Okay, so before we start off with anything, before we even get into the reality shows itself, we're going to start off with what Josiah wanted to talk about right quick. The Gorilla Glue girl. That's been the thing in the blogs for the last couple of days. It's the Gorilla Glue girl. Now, I haven't necessarily followed the story like that, but I think everybody else has. So, whomever wants to start off with that, yeah, whoever wants to start off the station, y'all can. But this was upon about the Gorilla Glue girl. Now I don't even know what the hell she famous for. I'm guessing she tried to put Gorilla Glue on her head. You have to inform me on what the hell really went on with that. So I'm gonna let y'all start that conversation off because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I'll go ahead and just break down what happened, and then y'all could just do y'all commentary on it. But okay, so a few days ago, this girl went viral, named Tisha or something like that. Tricia. She went viral because she actually put gorilla. She had gorilla glue, y'all, in her hair for over a month, and she went viral on social media because she was upset that she thought that gorilla glue was actually supposed to be used on human hair. How? I don't know. But since then, she went viral. Celebrities are, backing up for her, saying, "Oh my God, we feel bad for her," and now people are pushing this narrative to stop attacking black women but she's the person. She is the person who did this stupid stuff to herself. So now she is suing Gorilla Glue based off of it. And she just got verified on Instagram because of this foolishness.
Okay. Can I go first?
Please,
I will.
please.
Now, in her defense, you can look up, there is a product called Gorilla Snot, which does the same thing as the Got2b glue and all the other stuff. And it looks very similar to the Gorilla Glue. You can look it up side by side. They look similar enough where if you're, how do I say this, an idiot, you would make that mistake. However, the fact that her hair was so perfectly laid, like you could tell she took a toothbrush to the edge and everything, it's difficult for me, because I've worked with crazy glues and things like that, for me to think that you were able to get it down that slick without this being a stunt. Like, I'm getting stunt vibes. You done got 10,000 from the GoFundMe. You done gone to the emergency room, but it's COVID, so it ain't like they gonna track you. And I bet you went with the fake ID. The fact that you came on there with the spider eyelash in your first video, and then that rat tail round the back, I'm just getting a scammer tee. I truly am. That's what I feel. My bullshit senses are tingling.
Yes.
There's something about it that just, if you accidentally put that type of glue in your hair as fast as that would bond, your hair would be looking like buckwheat. You would not have that crap perfectly styled down. What I think she did was she had that product, everything, she had what she needed, everything was ready, and then she did the mist and said, okay, I'm gonna go viral with this since ain't nothing really going on reality TV, and maybe I can get picked up and become a part of Mona Scott Young's cavalcade of raccoons. Just drop the ra. I'm looking out for you, Scotty.
I'm gonna, and I'm just gonna, I said in my live today with Chris, which was that this is what happens when people do crack when they're pregnant, and I can't think of the reason for why. For one, you would think that this was smart, a good idea, or worth the money. You don't know if your scalp will ever be free, bitch. The last time I checked, the hospital wasn't able to aid her in this endeavor. And she probably people all she wants to, but they definitely put on the bottles. Do not use on human skin or hair. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Okay? I don't even own a bottle like that. But the thing about it is, I feel like it's for stunts and shows, and I can't feel bad for you because you're this stupid. And I think you're stupid because you thought this was a good idea for what you're change. But at the end of the day, bitch, your scalp, that's what is with you for the rest of your life once all the $10,000 spent and having a blue check no longer matters or means anything. Like, your scalp is what stays with you. And you betrayed her, bitch.
Right.
You betrayed your hair and your scalp. And I don't know how you gonna get free. And I would feel encaged. I probably would have like a panic attack at the fact that I couldn't get that shit off my head because I love for the water to hit my hair, which is why I don't have no hair right now because my hair was damaged. And I was like, bitch, I'd rather have no hair at all than have any bit of damaged hair on my head. That's just how I am. So for me, I'm at a place where I'm just glad that nobody did crack when they was pregnant with me. And that's all.
Hilarious. I just think it's overall stupid, and I find it interesting that we love to support and promote dumbass behavior. Like, that was just definitely dumb on her part. I definitely believe it was like a clout move. It's been very rewarding for her so far. She got all these followers, got these verified on Instagram. Like, that shit just blows the hell out of me. But as far as the lawsuit, I don't see her winning that. I don't care what product is over in the hair department that may identify similar to that or may have a similar name. They are in two different parts of the store. And the fact that you were incompetent enough to not even be able to read what the product was, that's on you. She made the executive decision, and I hate to say it, I really don't. I hope she don't win a dime. You've already gooped the children. How you got a whole manager on IG now that you verified, and you got 500,000 followers, and then you got a GoFundMe, and I think she was asking for what, 1,200, 1,800, and then you surpassed that amount. Like I'm confused now. Now you're trying to win off sympathy, but this was a decision you chose to make. So now you out here looking the fool because it backfired, and it backfired on your scalp, girl. And if none of your hair ever grows back, then I don't really know what to tell you. Thank God.
And then she's 40.
Yeah, I don't have time.
And foolish.
Bitch.
40
what?
and foolish. I love that.
And then she's 40 on top of that. She should know better. You too old to be doing that. 40 and foolish. Ain't got no God sense.
I love me a sleek bun or a sleek ponytail.
40,
but
yes.
literally after seeing that video, just the idea of a sleek braid makes my head hurt. I know her edges are laid to rest because that's it. And that's all I have to say.
What is this whole what's that Josiah
Right.
protect black women? What is this? Y'all should have protected her from doing this when she first got started.
So people were going off on
Wait,
Twitter.
hold on, wait.
People were going off on Twitter because they felt like
we not even
that.
gonna address that. No, because nobody look. She too. Because look, what? Not today. Not on my dime. That lady too old to act as if she had no idea that she did what she did. The fact that Gorilla Snot and Gorilla Glue look similar don't fool me, because the fake dick and the real dick also look similar. Only one can get me pregnant.
Period.
I don't get how she went and assume that Gorilla Glue, which on the product itself, y'all know I'm on one, okay? Off work, but I'm here. Okay, the actual product on it don't have no hair, no weave, no nothing. It is all about painting and household shit. The fucking commercials is about gluing shit to walls, bitch. The wall is what it is.
Go on,
How?
sis.
Why did you think that was smart to put it on your hair? And someone then said in my comment section, well, the instructions only say don't put it on your skin and don't say here. I say, bitch, you dumb, because your hair is attached
Right.
to your scalp, to the
Oh my
skin.
God.
How would you think that either one was different? I feel like she did it for attention. And not only that, who sits for a whole month with their hair not moving? My thing is, if I put something on my hair on day one,
Right.
and I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, bitch, I can't spread my hair out and let it be whatever. Okay, I can't do that. I'm
You
going
know-
instantly
Uh-uh.
to 911 right now.
Black women, we know ponytails like that do not last that long. So you mean to tell me by the end of the week you didn't realize something was wrong, girl?
A whole month.
She saying my
A
shit late.
whole
So why
month.
y'all ain't
That's
gonna
what
help
she
y'all
said.
sister?
And then
Y'all
had
always
the nerve
talk
to wait a
about
month.
helping black women. Why y'all ain't gonna help y'all sister and tell her don't put
I
that bullshit in her head?
Fool. I can't help no
That's what I
fool.
said.
She's a fool. Gorilla Snot and Gorilla Glue to me are not similar enough for me to use. You wanna know why? I can't get when you go on Amazon and you pull up anything, it has a realm and what it's for, and it pulls up other shit like that. If you go on a storage container, all kind of storage containers come up. If you pull up Gorilla Glue, other glue for gluing shit at your house comes up. There was no, she just dumb. And she felt like I can use it. I can probably wash it out. That's the video.
Yeah, she never
And
thought
then
she
she
never
tried
got
to wash it out, and the shit didn't work. Who waits a month? A whole month, bitch? 30 whole days? Bitch, 30 whole
She doesn't.
Now, you,
Right.
girl.
I have one more thing. I just find it so
What is
Gel
that?
like everybody else. All the other girls I know use the Econo gel to slick their shit down. Why she had to be the only one to get Gorilla Glue to do that for her?
But how
I
you
wanna
buy
know-
that, go to the beauty supply and you go to the heart? Who goes from the? How did you get the Gorilla Glue? What's for?
Right.
You go to get it, bitch.
That's my point. Like,
It was
But
already
I
in
think
her
is
house.
Hey, but
They
who
love
told
that-
It was
you it
already
wasn't
in her
hair?
house.
they love dragging black women for wearing lace weaves and putting that glue on their hair when they wear these lace weaves. But y'all not gonna clown this woman for putting Gorilla Glue in her head and didn't want to talk about something to protect her.
Because she had to buy it. And if she already had it, she bought it for a reason.
This Black History Month, like why ain't nobody protect sister during Black History Month? That's all.
Because God protects fools and babies, and she's a foolish baby, so we don't have to. If God can't save her, we can't. I'm not doing God's work. That ain't my ministry. Okay, and we are not responsible for all Black women. I'm not responsible for a fucking idiot across the world. That ain't my job. I'm in billing. I'm working billing. I'm not saving bitches. That ain't what I do.
That ain't what none of us do. And I want everybody to know it's all about equality, bitch. And equality means that I do not have to equally protect your stupidity just because you Black.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Well,
you 40 bitch.
Right.
40.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm trying to get the little girl some leeway.
Why does she have a manager and a blue check? What about being an idiot and your hair being seeded makes you need a manager and makes you need a blue check? She has hundreds of thousands of followers. And I get if people are following her to find out when her hair gets uncemented. I get that. You want to know the ending to the story. Cool, but why would you get a
damn your story, ma'am? I don't want to know shit about
like,
well, listen,
you better get it going in the shade room and get that.
Girl, I tried to help you. I tried to find out why ain't none of the sisters help you during Black History Month. But I guess that's what Jay Lee and Bondi explained that I don't know. I mean, whatever happened to you, happened to you. But what she thinks she gonna get from a lawsuit? Ain't nobody put a gun to her head and tell her to do that shit.
Gorilla Glue put out a statement and said they wish her, they wish her all the best. Okay, they wish her well wishes. But at the end, people have covered their ass like this because white people, no offense, but white people normally do like white people like glue themselves. I want to do a prank, so I'm gonna glue myself to some stupid shit. This is not a Black, but then. The internet and social media and people feeling, unimportant. Y'all want to get famous for doing dumb shit, so this is what you do to yourself. You put your scalp, like as a Black woman, y'all, as a Black lady.
Right.
Important for your scalp to retain all of its nutrients and bounce in balance.
That's scalp, girl.
Okay.
Yeah. When she put that stuff, her hair said, it was.
Well, listen, maybe the bald D look good for her. She might like it.
No, she gonna have medically her scalp was gonna be burned. Her hair is not gonna grow back. This is not gonna be as simple as when it comes out, her hair can grow back. She has permanently ruined all her follicles, her hair, exactly. She's ruined it all, and it's weird because I feel like I've seen someone post saying, "Why are y'all making a joke out of it? Why aren't more people supporting her?" Because she's a fucking idiot. We have to give people the credit for being stupid.
She posted it for it to be a joke anyway.
That bitch a moron. Like the hell?
But it's a difference between.
Listen,
some collateral drop.
When my hairline started receding, ain't nobody ever tell me go get Gorilla Glue and put that shit in my head and it'll help my scalp grow. Now I heard Vagisil to do it, and I heard other shit to do it, but ain't none of them niggas in that barbershop ever told me some shit like that. And I know ain't no woman that do hair told her some shit like that, like she's dumb. And I want to feel bad for her. Because, I understand how Black women feel about their hair. I get it. I want to feel bad.
Why do you want to feel bad for someone who purposely went out and got glue that is not for the hair?
She's like 12-year-old. So
we have to stop allowing people. No, we have to stop allowing people to do dumb shit and then wanting us to feel for them and support them in their stupidness. She did not mistakenly put that shit in her head, having no idea the damage it would do. I refuse to support someone in their stupidness. And the fact that people want us to support Black women in their baldness, it's her fault she's gonna be bald. She did that to herself. We have no reason. I'm not giving her not net dime, no nickels, no pennies, no quarters, no nothing. She can't get shit from me, bitch. Not a damn nothing, because she purposely did that shit. She did it on, and then The bitch got a blue check for
I
being
just
bald
feel
and
like
dumb.
why should we?
Let me eat my
I just
pineapples
feel
and
like
shut
why
up.
should we have sympathy for?
Listen, in the court of law, girl, we
I just feel
sentenced
like
you
why
to the
should we have
gas chamber for being stupid. Now, can we move on? Can we please move on?
why should we have? I just feel like why should we have sympathy for a person who decided to go to Sally's decided to go to Ace Hardware for some shit to put in their head.
Right. All she had to do was get the $5 bottle of Econo thing that all of the girls get. Is in a jar. And it's green. That's what everybody get when they want to slip their shit back. I thought.
She got a lifetime hold, not a 24-hour
We
hold.
could have just
She got
got
a lifetime hold.
jammed at the girl to get back in the day. Like,
Yeah, like what the hell? My mama had
She
all
laughed at
that in the
everybody.
bathroom. I'm like, my mama would never get no Gorilla Glue and put that shit in her head. Child.
She lied. She could have went in the refrigerator, got some homemade, some honey, some lemon, some onion, and she could have made up her own concoction to make her hair hard. Who out of all the shit in your house, out of all the things to purchase, you purchased Gorilla Glue, bitch? Gorilla Glue? And I know the Gorilla Glue, I get, it can be mixed, but my eyeballs, all four of them, I can read. And when some shit say, bitch, I don't use Lysol wipes without putting a glove on first because it say, don't get too close to the skin. You don't do that.
But she also
She
said that she said she didn't have some gel or something she didn't have any more of, so she had the Gorilla, whatever, the Gorilla Glue. So that right there alone, she incriminated herself in the video because that lets us know that you purchased this for a completely different reason. You had a full understanding of what this glue was to be used for. You was just too lazy to go out to the store and go get you some, so you wanted to try some, which also leads me to believe that you did this for clout, which is why the attorney gonna break that story down and she ain't gonna get a dime.
I think that she should become a model for Robin's hats.
Basically.
Nope, not doing it. Nope.
Robin
Dixon.
Wow.
Come on, model for Robin's hat.
It's messing with my connection bad.
Raw.
I cannot. I really can't. But before we move on, I just want to say that because people want to use the word humanity and because and say things like, well, because she's dumb, her pain doesn't matter. I mean, I just don't care.
No, humanity, man, fuck her.
Right.
Okay, so like I am a very compassionate person. I really, really am. Like, no bullshit. I feel bad for most people. I put myself in most people's shoes. But for real, I have no sympathy for people who do intentionally, knowing what the outcome may be, just so that they can get a lot of attention from people. And somebody does this for a living and knows what is always at stake. If I don't get up here and entertain you motherfuckers, that is on bullshit. That is on bullshit. There's nobody more than me and the people on this panel that know what it is to feel like you got to do some shit on social media to make these motherfuckers get you your check. Okay? Like, at the end of the day, I get that feeling more than anybody. But what I will never do is put the entity that is my body in harm's way for it. You don't deserve sympathy for that type of degradation. You don't deserve my sympathy for putting yourself in harm's way for some dumb shit that you could achieve in another way. Like, so no. At the end of the day, we have it, but we have it when it's, just, she ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? If somebody put a truck out of nowhere, I'd be like, oh my God, that's terrible. But she sprayed this shit on her own hair, and you want to feel bad for her?
Exactly.
They got so many other people that deserve my empathy, that deserve my sympathy, that deserve me to feel the shit that they done been through. They got so many people in the world that deserve that. She ain't that one. accept that. That's it.
I just wanted to say, I know why she's doing it. She's trying to play on that whole maybe me being dumb will profit me. And if I do this right, the company will settle because they don't want the bad publicity. If y'all remember, I believe it was a European American woman that ordered some coffee from McDonald's and it spilled on her lap and she got burned and she sued them because it didn't say on the cup, caution, it's hot.
No. Wait. Hold on. I remember that story. And actually, she sued and won because the coffee was like 120 something degrees and she had serious burns on her thigh. The coffee was too hot. The coffee was like it had been left on and it was like literally boiling when they gave it to her. Ooh. That's what really happened. And that's why she won all that money, is because McDonald's was truly negligent. It wasn't it wasn't that they didn't have, caution, it's hot. It was the coffee was too hot.
I'm not saying
but that's the thing. Spilled coffee, burning someone can be that person's fault because coffee is supposed to be hot. It's not supposed to be that hot. So yeah, they can be held liable. However, Gorilla Glue ain't tell nobody to use their product on their hair. Now, if Gorilla Glue has said, you can use it on any part of your body that you want, they would be liable, but they said don't use it on your skin. She has no case at all.
I never said she had anything. I'm just trying to paint a parallel of maybe, just maybe, her lawyer or somebody said you could possibly get some money out of it. That's all that I'm saying. I'm not saying she's right, because again, you play a stupid game, win a stupid prize. I'm not defending her.
She ain't had no lawyer. She had no lawyer. She damn lawyer. Okay, this is somebody that was doing this shit for social media likes.
Her lawyer is probably an IG lawyer. Okay, went to the Hard Knock School of Law of Linwood and Woodward, with the streets of Detroit. She ain't no real fucking lawyer. This bitch has raised. I'm on GoFundMe. Okay, she has raised $11,890 when all she wanted was $1,500. Who makes a GoFundMe for $1,500? What does that pay for? Is what was important? She wants attention and she wants money, okay? Because no one makes a GoFundMe for $1,500 when they're gonna be bald in a minute, okay? For what? She wants attention. She did this for attention and it backfired. And now she's hoping that the world will feel bad because she gonna be bald. We all feel like no one's laughing at her as in what she's gonna go through is right. And I don't feel like, okay, she what she get, but bitch, you put Gorilla Glue on your hair and left it for a month. If it was one day, I would have said, okay, it was one day. She made a mistake, fine. She waited 30 days. Okay, 30 whole days.
How often was she showering if she waited 30 days?
And if you wash your hair with shampoo and conditioner and the shit don't move, it stays stiff, and you still stay home and keep just you out here with a bowling ball head, bitch. You are bowling balling it all up and through for a month, and you now want to go to the ER. They can't do shit, bitch. It is cement, okay? It is cement. It's like trying to get an eraser and scrape the cement off the goddamn sidewalk. It's cemented in your scalp. It's gonna take the jaws of life and acetone and Jesus' fingers to get to feel your scalp again. And she's gonna have tons of dead skin, dead scalp, and she's gonna be it's not what she get. But when you do dumb shit for TikTok or for videos, you get what you get.
Well, look, let's just pray that she don't look like Tamar Braxton at the scalp.
No, we're not gonna pray for her because what happened gonna happen.
Okay. She's gonna end up with cradle cap. That's gonna be an issue. She's definitely gonna have cradle cap. Phaedra Parks will probably be the one representing her if anyone is going to represent her. And Phaedra Parks will just fleece her out of the GoFundMe money.
Elisa
because she kind of looks she kind of looks like Angela Stanton. She's got that, slowness in her eyes. There's not as much light there. And so I could see Phaedra swooping in and giving her the fleecing that she deserves, because a fool and her money are soon parted.
Y'all, I'm so weak because she also, not only did she have a swoop, she had the sideburns too. So
Yeah, the sideburns are stuck for life. I'm agreeing. She washed her hair 15
How many sideburns? Girl, I just can't. I can't feel bad for her.
You know what?
Like Body, I'm very I cried when Kobe died. I cried when regular shit happened to people, and I feel for them. It touches me. When I heard this, I was like, she did what? For 30 days? I said, oh, that dog. No, I felt nothing. I felt like she did it on purpose. And I'm like, I can't feel bad for that. Like if we all make like the kid who did the prank for robbing somebody got killed. I mean, what you expect? When you do dumb shit happen. I can't feel bad for him being dead. You can't act like you're gonna rob somebody in a fucking pandemic, bitch. I'm gonna kill you before you kill me. And so I don't have this part in me that feel like when someone does something for attention and then bad outcomes happen, that we should still feel bad. You made an active decision to do something that affected the rest of your life, whether it's you being bald or being dead. That was your choice.
Well, I mean, at least
Excuse me.
Right.
What are y'all talking about?
Well, Jay Lee start bringing up another situation.
Oh,
You didn't hear anything?
You didn't hear about that?
Girl, listen, the snowstorm fucking up my shit. What happened?
No, it was a YouTuber who played a prank on whoever, and he acted like he was gonna rob them. He ran up to them with a knife to act like to rob them for a YouTube prank, and the person he ran up on shot him dead.
They sure
and
did.
So,
I don't feel bad for him.
and
That's
my
what
point
you
is,
did. Don't run up on me.
So when you do things, even if you feel as if it's for for YouTube or whatever, TikTok or whatever, you do things you don't expect it to be a bad turnout. Whether your hair stuck forever or you die, you made a decision to do something for attention, hoping it would get you some views, some attention, and lo and behold, bitch, you see me face, and this boy now he dead because y'all both made foolish decisions for social media, and we have to stop giving them fools the attention they want. Now he couldn't get no GoFundMe because he died. She could, so she trying to profit from her stupidity.
We should probably.
Well, I think that Vivica Fox
I totally agree with Jay Lee 1010%. Like at the end of the day, some shit just not funny, and some shit can get your ass killed. I don't feel bad for him. Case is dismissed. He's free to go. Bailiff, go on ahead and escort him out. I know the family gonna feel away, but oh well. You play shit like that, that's not funny. That's not funny. When you put somebody in a predicament to where they feel like it's either you or them, bitch, I'ma choose me. And however I gotta take you out is just how that is.
Rest in peace to her edges.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to her scalp.
Right.
Rest in peace to her follicle.
Next case.
But
Bailiff, escort him out. Make sure don't nobody jump on him. But yeah, I'm sorry. I can't have much sympathy for him. I'm sorry. I can't.
This is a great opportunity for her and Vivica Fox to team up so that somebody can wear them ratty wigs she's been keeping in her garage.
Them wigs don't burn her scalp out. Vivica wigs are synthetic. Don't put that. No, her scalp too sensitive. That's open sores, openness. Fuck Vivica wigs.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Most of those prank videos are fake anyway. You know, I follow Zoe and Flight Reacts. Y'all know that's my baby daddy. I want him so bad, but that's neither here nor there. And most of those pranks, they are fake. Most of them, they're fake. I don't mean no harm, and I don't want to make nobody upset by saying that they're fake, but I'm sorry, they are. They're fake. Most of it is for entertainment. Most of them people, damn friends, child. Don't believe the hype.
I think they said the person he did it to, he may have knew him, but they didn't know it was a fake robbery. I can't remember the full
Yeah,
story, but I
it
think
was fake, right?
yeah.
See, then you do a real prank. Now somebody dead. Stop doing that shit. Leave pranks alone altogether. Find another way to make money.
Well, didn't YouTube stop monetizing pranks? Didn't they stop doing that for a while because a lot of
I don't
people
know. I'm not a prank channel. I don't really know.
I
think it depends on the pranks. Yeah, they said they was gonna do that.
Yeah, maybe it depends on the prank. If it's something, you know.
Woo. Okay.
Child.
We got all the fools out the way, the real life fools. Now we get into the reality TV fools, right?
Oh Lord, can we start with them
them.
salt wives so we can get them
I
out the
know.
way? I just want to read Jen some more. That's all. I just want to read Jen. That's all.
Terrence,
so
her name is
so-
not Jen. It is Jigsaw. Okay.
Oh, I
Continue.
call her an unfinished Picasso. That's what I call her.
We call her Beauty Lab and Laser Rar.
Oh God.
Child with
Anyway.
that Betty Crocker
Okay,
powdery
so
makeup.
for the viewing public, we're about to go into the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This is a show that I do not fuck with. The rest of them do, so I'm gonna be quiet on this segment and allow them to eat and let have, in the words of Funky Dineva. So,
Okay, girl, we know you don't fuck with the show. Shut up and let us do our thing.
Go ahead. Terrence, go ahead. I'm ready for you.
Bitch, will you go ahead and go?
Jen is full of shit. I think the only apology that was real was Meredith's. The apology to Jen was bullshit. The apology to Heather was bullshit. And I want Heather to stop being so damn nice. That girl is not your friend. I don't care how many times you try to prove her loyalty to her. She's never going to consider you a friend, and you're not her friend. Just move on. That's the real thing that pisses me off. I really want Heather to finally get Jen is nobody's friend. Stop caping for her.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're on the way up. You're a boss. You opened up a new facility or whatever. You need like-minded people around you, and that's not Jen. Jen gonna fuck around and be her downfall, and I don't want that for Heather.
Also, I would like. I agree with all of that. I would also like for Lisa to stop being so coddling.
Yes.
It is so
yes.
That she is always like, but it's not an issue with me and her, and we're worked it out and give her, and I feel like, and I feel like why show all of that same grace to Whitney, who has not done anything, but you hate on her constantly.
Well, Jen, I mean,
like
Lisa hates on Whitney because Lisa wants to look like Whitney. Mm-hmm. Now, Lisa wants to be friend, huh?
And her eyebrows.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I would say Lisa doesn't have anything to offer but boring children, an ugly husband, and an empty, cold Airbnb. So her caping for Jen is what's going to keep her on the show. Now, Ham Hock Arms, aka Heather, she really does need to realize that Jen is not her friend. But she also needs to realize that those high necks that she wears aren't her friends either. Because I'm tired of every time she comes on screen, it seems like a scrimmage. And the thing is, if you're going to chase down every black phallus you can find, you're going to need to look less like a football player and more like a lady. I'm just going to need, if you're going to go after black men, as you do, I'm going to need you to do that. But
damn.
Listen, Alex, I agree with you. I do. I like Heather, but Alex, I do agree with you. She was giving me Essie from Bell Collector with them big bell shoulders of hers. She did. I'm not gonna lie.
Black men
She's built like an oxen.
Big back, broad, white girl. They love them.
You're right, Bondi. She'll find the right one. All you gotta do is find the right insecure black man, and he'll bag a white girl no matter what she look like, broad shoulders and all. But I like Heather. I'm not bragging on Heather. I'm just saying he'll bag any white girl broad shoulders, so she'll find somebody.
Yeah, she does have some. Right. She does have some broad ass shoulders, but I do like Heather. Jen is going on this damn fake ass apology tour, which is not genuine.
Listen, Billy came up in that thing. Billy came up in there looking like the death angel following him. That man looks sick. It's something that Heather not telling us. And that's the nurse in me. I look at Billy and I'm like, oh my God, that man look like he need to be on the ventilator somewhere. Why y'all got that man off the ventilator up in here? We don't need him up in here for this thing. Heather good on her own.
Oh, her ex-husband?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Heather's ex-husband?
I thought it was just weird to invite her ex-husband to the event, you know?
That husband got meth face. Actually, all the husbands on the show, other than the black one, they all got a little methy boo about their face. I know that look.
Billy does have a meth face.
Whenever you see the sunken cheek, whenever you see that sunken cheek, honey, that sunken cheek will give it away.
The reason why I carry so much respect for Heather, though, the reason why I carry so much respect for Heather is the fact that when she got divorced, she didn't just settle in that divorce and lay down and died. She got up and she did what the hell she had to do. And I could respect that, not from a race thing, but just as a woman altogether. She just didn't fall apart and allow what happened to happen. She said, fuck that shit. She found the way to make her own damn money. Nigga, I don't need you. And I honestly felt like he came there looking kind of shocked. Like he didn't think that she could ever make it without him. And I say, yes, God, Heather, you better prove it. You can make it happen. And I wish a lot of women would start doing that. Girl, make it happen for yourself. Fuck these damn niggas.
The thing that
make it happen for you.
The thing that got me in this last episode is I know that Lisa only reached out to Jen because she felt betrayed for not knowing all of Meredith's business. That's the only reason why she reached out. And all of a sudden you have this big, warm, open heart. You want to extend grace, but that's not really in your spirit because you're trying to get everybody to ice her out in the hotel room. And then the other thing that really, I screamed whenever Jen tried to adopt this Black struggle story. You are not Black. You might have Black children, but that does not make you a Black woman. So what struggle are you talking about? She said to Lisa, all my life I had to fight. And Lisa was like, oh, gotcha. You know, whenever white people get uncomfortable, whenever you say something, gotcha. Jen is a fool. Lisa's a fool. Shout out to Heather. I think it was a pretty good season. Really, don't need to be 3 parts, maybe 2, but I'm looking forward to it.
The way that Jen's face is set up, I'm starting to believe that her pussy is made of clay like mine. And those kids are really Sharif's kids by the other woman that he really wants to be with and that he with. And that's the real reason why he only pops in on Jen. Like I do, like Jen did so much stupid shit to her face. Like she don't even look like her kids no more. It's like Jen, don't do nothing else to your face. Please, for me. Don't do nothing else to your face. Please.
Heather's arms, I just, every time I look at them, I just see a pot of greens.
Oh, shit. Oh, I like Heather. Listen, I ain't got too much to say about I like Heather. I do. I mean, I think she naive and she barking up the wrong tree trying to still be her friend, but I like Heather.
It's just too.
I like Whitney too, even though Whitney a whore. I still like Whitney.
I think about.
I ain't mad at Whitney. Whitney got the skills. Whitney got the skills to take your man, and I mean, you know, I'm the president of the Home Record Society, so you know, I can't act all holier than thou. I'm gay. I done hunched on plenty of men too. You know what? See, I did you a favor by coming up here and gracing my face.
What did y'all think about Mary walking to that church?
Mary grandmother and white Jesus.
What did y'all think about Mary walking to that church like she's Jesus Christ or something like that? Do y'all think she should come back next season?
Josiah, when them people started cheering for her, I said, wait a minute. I sung in many a choir. I've never sung in a choir where the first lady walked in and everybody being slain, crawling all under the chairs. Like I've never seen that happen.
She was talking to them people so bad, like talking to that man about his weight and all that. Like, humiliating
She
them,
was.
and they're all smiling about it. I was like, no, this is a cult, and she got all us fucked up. And also, why did she cast with a friendly ghost who has just dumped her face in cocaine? What is going on, bitch? You look like death. That does not look good. Who told you? Let me go.
Listen, she gave that man so much about his weight when she should have gave it to that drummer because he was shaped just like the drum set that he was sitting at. I said, damn, y'all got two drummers? Oh, y'all a bad choir. Then I looked, I said, oh shit. That's a whole nother human. I said, why is she going off on this man?
No, Mary faking that fake scream and cry. I was
Right,
like,
and he could have went off on her about how she dressed.
Okay,
yes,
period. Because that makeup looked real Pillsbury based. That makeup looked real Pillsbury, Better Crocker based as usual. The makeup was tied, the hair was tied, the makeup, the fashions was tied. Like she just get on my nerves, and it pisses me off because I'm a Christian.
Crooked. They had the whoosh to it.
The issue with Mary is that she's been bleaching and she's been using cheap bleaching products because you can tell by the fact that her elbows are 16 shades darker than her face.
Right.
And she always has on driving gloves to hide those knuckles that show her true complexion as well as her true age, which I would clock in at about 160. But she
really,
looks like she smells. She looks like she smells.
And I just need her to try a little bit.
Her husband's home health aide. He looks like he smells. Like I look at that house and it smells. Her house looks like it smells like hospital. That's why she doesn't like the smell. Her husband looks like he smells like hospital. I know his diabetic port is somewhere in that joker stinking right now because they have separate bedrooms.
Listen. I listen, personally, I think her house smell like hospice because that man looked just like Billy. He got one foot in the damn grave. I don't trust Mary no more than I could throw her. I feel as though there's something real suspicious and odd about the way that grandmama died.
I don't either.
Allegedly, because this Scotty channel, I don't want to get his channel shut down. Allegedly, I just feel like it's way more than she croaked and just left everything to Mary and this husband. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. That's just me, but it's all alleged.
Stop them clothes too, because they too big. They designer, but they look a mess.
They aren't designer. Those are knockoffs. Those are Instagram knockoffs. Those are recreations.
Mary reminds me of Michael Jackson's Autopsy.
I would not. I have learned you never trust a 60-year-old woman in white stockings.
What did I walk in? But what is y'all? Lord, I didn't stop the way. Who is Michael Jackson in white stockings? What?
Listen. Them salt wives
they're going in on Mary.
We keep trying to get Scotty to stay with it. Them salt wives are a key girl. But I'm gonna tell you something. This reunion look like it's about to be everything. It do. This reunion look like they finna give me everything.
I'm ready.
Bad tan chic dresses. They about to go in.
Well, I tried to sit for women, but they had put me to sleep, child. That's why I stopped watching it. But now after they put me to sleep, now they want to turn up when I stop watching.
It turned up about episode 4 or 5, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Child, I stopped watching it episode 4, I think. 4? I think it was.
Well,
did y'all see that video of Jen trying to compare something that happened to a white woman to George Floyd? Did y'all see that video?
Yes, we did. Of her having temper tantrum, trying to act like she black.
Oh, me and Niecy went in on that. Yeah.
Never white lady us in your life. You better not ever try to hijack BLM again in your frog face life. Okay, like I was so upset by that assertion because first of all, nothing happened on that show is like anything that black people gone through. Ain't nobody out here black throwing temper tantrums and jumping on the floor and keeping all their expensive ass white friends. It don't happen like that. if Mary, even though she looks like a powder donut, had acted like that, they would have ostracized her from the group.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want to hear this shit about you comparing them getting your ass together after you physically assaulted most of the women in the group and got the nerve to play victim like somebody did something to you and stand there and say, what am I apologizing for? Somebody should have hit you in your fucking throat, okay? To be honest. And sit up there, no, because I've gone through, no, you haven't gone through shit, and Sharif needs to check you.
I agree. Listen, girl, I keep telling y'all, Sharif don't care. Sharif got a whole nother family on the other side of town. I keep telling, that's why Sharif really could care less. He sweet talks her on the camera, but I'm telling y'all,
I can see
Sharif got a whole nother family. Period.
You were the first person.
And I'm not mad that he got it. I don't condone cheating. I don't condone cheating. But judging Jen and seeing her character and how she is, and I don't bit more believe this is for the cameras. I believe Jen has always been this way.
Oh yeah.
So you don't condone cheating, but you the same one calling yourself.
Yes, she is.
You gonna take somebody?
This ain't about me. What I do in my leisure time ain't about me. I'm not married.
Wait. Did the middle by sitting in the beginning of yours, sir, don't let's not do this tonight. Let's not.
Oh Lord.
Let's not.
Jesus.
Don't get mad because I got somebody else.
Somebody take a Negro spirit, okay? I get Jesus on the line.
So anyway, I'll say this. When it comes to Heather being so forgiving, I think that all goes back to when she stood up to her husband for that one time and how he just up and left. So I believe that she's afraid that if she stands up to Jigsaw or anybody else, that another person is going to leave her life. I think that could be it. And also, I want Mary to stay because other than Meredith, Mary was the only one that was really giving, Jigsaw any kind of smoke. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay, so
that's true.
Is that it for these Salt Lake girls? Cause child.
Don't get mad at us because you ain't watching.
Okay,
we can move on. Yeah.
Okay, so Terrence, shut the fuck up. This ain't about you, ho. Anyway, like I was saying, let's move on to the next show, which is Growing Up Hip Hop. Because listen, when Terrence let me tell y'all something before we go to the next show. Let me tell y'all something about Terrence motherfucking ass. See, when he gets up here with the real, he wants to try to double team and try to bully a motherfucker when he get up here with your real child. But I see you, bitch. I just want you to know that I see you. Anyway, let's get into Growing Up Hip Hop. Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, or whatnot. Because I know your real spoke on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta earlier today, and I know he said he gonna read Deb for her Newport vocals tonight.
As he should.
But I think that we could start it off with right, as he should. So let's just say this before to anything else in regards to this show. Because I feel like Deb needs to be dragged, and I slick think Bow Wow and Da Brat do too.
Da Brat
they both
definitely
annoy
Da
me
Brat.
as well.
Yeah, Da Brat do need to be drugged, and I love Da Brat, but I'm sorry, she need to get it.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Okay, so I just want to say shout out to Lily and shout out to Kai because they hit me up on Instagram and thank you for actually like his little rap portion in the show and saying that he was good. They appreciated that, so they hit me up. And anybody that knows me knows how much I love 90s R&B and how much of a fan I am of Lily's. So to see her in my DMs, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bucked up. Like I shouldn't care about shit like that. But at the end of the day, I kind of fangirled out for a minute because Lily was my favorite back in the day. And it was kind of because it's like who you favor the most. So, she, she was the one I favored in the group. So I really loved her growing up, and then to find out she was the most liked personality in their group. I mean, besides Kai, but Lily is just very, personable. So I was like super excited excited that she hit me up, and I do feel like Kai is
Mhm.
talented. I said in my review, when you put him actually knowing how to rap, with his mom already being in the industry, plus now you're on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. I mean, that's kind of, like that's a step to in some way get a fan base versus somebody who doesn't have those.
Yeah.
So I said I was gonna let him live. As far as wanting to be a rapper, being 20, getting out of jail, he sounded good, and he has the platform there already. So good
Mhm.
him.
Well, to piggyback off of what you said, Bundy, I know you said that, because she hit you up, you probably shouldn't give a damn about things like that. But, for me, she followed me on Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and I fangirl out too, because just like you, she is my favorite group member in SWV as well. Like, I love Lily, especially when they did their very first reality show, WV Reunited show. Like, Lily was my favorite off the rip, but she had already been my favorite before that. But just looking at her personality even more on that show made me love her even more. So, and plus, Lily is partially the reason why I'm even reviewing this shit. Because I know me and Terrence talked about this a couple of months ago when it first came out that she was coming on the show.
Okay.
So, I definitely
Thank-
understand where you're coming from with that, because I definitely fangirl
Well,
out
I'm
with
waiting for
at
Lily
anything
and
Lily.
Kai to hit me up too, especially Kai. Cause I damn sure I snatch his ass up and do all kind of nasty things to him.
Oh,
Come
not
on in
snatching.
our DMs, Kai.
Anyway.
Oh, come on, not Tiana. I'm down your ass up here. Snatching them away. Okay. I think the episode was a little bit better than before, maybe because I liked the addition of Lily and Kai. I think they gave a different feel to the show. I like how Kai was eating donut and not giving no fucks about pimping. I thought that was just hilarious. Like, you don't even matter enough for me to put my donut down. Like, I ain't worried about it falling.
He
I'm
laughed
letting
at the
you do
man.
you.
I had full
He
confidence.
does.
He laughed at the man.
I had full confidence in Gangsta. For some reason, his energy gave me it wasn't gonna be as easy as Bow Wow thought it was gonna be. Child, Bow Wow was gonna sit on the corner of a sofa somewhere.
Yeah.
But
And no
Child
one cares
boo.
about Bow Wow. No one cares. No one is
Listen,
fearful of Bow Wow. No one cares about Bow Wow. I don't even think he's not. This isn't even his show anymore. I like how they are now having Remarkable more. They have Buku more. They had Kai more. Like, I want them to get into the kids who can give us some story. Now, I still feel like I don't care about Ayana because she talking about Brandon. I don't care, but if they can get these new cast members to have actual content, like, I think even with Diamond and Pimpin', I want to get away from Deb, from Bow Wow, even from Brett. I like Brett and Jessica, but I don't want them to be anything main with it. They should be like, what I'm saying, the aunties over there who you go to with it's issue. But Deb can go, or that they can just go ahead on some damn where and go sit and talk to Waka. But it was a good thing to see them call Deb out on her bullshit about, saying don't worry about the production part, be an artist. I like that Diamond and Pimpin' both was like, hold up now. Some don't seem right. Deb feel like I ain't got shit else going on. Let me make a song or an album. How can you ask artists who you don't represent, who you don't have no label, you don't match? Like, how can you ask them to do an EP? And then say it's like, I don't get why she felt like that's the thing to do when none of them people work with each other. It didn't make sense to me. I think she just needed something to have her be on the show. I don't see it working out. I do think Brett and Bob was right. They are two solidified rappers in the game. They both have sold millions of records. So if they did a record with Buku, even though Kai can rap, if they did a song with them, it would be about Brett and Bow Wow be on a song with these newbies. Brett was right in what she said, but not how she acted. Like, she acted fucked up, and what she said kind of was weird because how she felt. Like, I get your point, Brett, but you don't have to dog them, because at one point you were them. So you can't act as if you don't know
that's my issue.
someone to help you be better.
Right.
If Kai can rap and Diamond can rap, Brat should do a song with them because they can rap.
Right.
Why not do that?
Great artist. I don't know about Remarkable, but your girl Buku is a good artist. The stuff that I heard from her last season was a good music. It's niche, but at the end of the day, it definitely gave and set a vibe. There's a talent there. It's not like she's just somebody that, is just trying this on for size and like yang around the house. Like, that's not the vibe at all.
And her daddy is literally, despite his, that man, what he in there for, he was a musical genius at one point. So I don't think it's weird for his daughter to want to do music. But my point is, this is what the show is for. Show their talent, show what she can do. Even if she's a different kind of artist, show that. And Brat felt like, I'm saying, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm like, but truthfully, Brat hasn't had music out since before she was in prison. Bow Wow ain't had an album out since
Girl, the Brat ain't had no album out since 2003, child. I was in the 8th grade the last time she had an album out. And the last song that she had was that In Love With You song that featured Cherish before anybody even knew who the fuck Cherish was. So that's the last time the Brat had an album out. And that is the issue that I got with her, is it just goes all the way back to the statement of, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and the way that she said the shit just made her come across very much so like she was just dogging these people and looking down on them as if like she was so much better than them, as if she didn't have to, crawl before she walked too. Like, okay, Brett, like you do got credentials. You do got credentials. You were the first solo female actor to go platinum and all this other stuff. But let's not act like you some fucking Lil Kim and Salt and Pepper or some bitch like that. Let's not go there.
She has a musical associate's degree.
Oh dear God.
From prison.
Oh dear God, Jamie.
No. The Brat was to me the Brat was a solidified rapper before she went to prison. When she got out of prison, to me, because she owed them some money, she had so much going on that she couldn't make any music because she had too much legal shit going on or whatever. So I get she hasn't made any music since then. So you can act as if you are better than new artists, because let's face it, you are on a show with them. You don't have your own show. You are on growing up hip hop based on the kids of whoever.
And she ain't even got no. And she's grown ass hip hop. She ain't even got no kids. So what are you here for? I want them to go on and expose her relationship with Deb Hot Point Atney, and I want to see how those two stoves have sex together.
What I don't like about the Brat on the show,
do they open each other's ovens and just do it oven door to oven door? Do they fiddle with each other's stove eyes? What are they doing? Are they
I think Jamie got like I do, but that's not
hold up. I just want to highlight what I don't like about the Brat. I don't like that she's always in other people's business in a sense, and then always has something to say about it, but she ain't never got shit going on. She's just now bringing something to the show as far as her girlfriend. The other thing I wanted to just highlight real quick is Deb. I feel like Deb was wrong from the beginning with how she came at him. She never asked him to be a part of the project. She told everybody, this is what we're going to do. So I think she was wrong, and I feel like they need to break down her position of who she thinks she is to them, because that's a problem for me. So she walks around like she owns and runs and everything. You would think Growing Up Hip Hop is her overall project, and she got them on the show. So I really don't like how she moves with it. Like, that just kills me. So I mean, I just want to say that the Brat was wrong. Bow Wow, I wasn't tripping off him too much. But
can somebody tell me how old is Pimpin'? Because when Pimpin' said that the only reason why he wasn't gonna fight Kai was because his mama used to listen to SWV, and when I look at Pimpin' look.
Well, Pimpin' looked like he had a hard life. Right, Pimpin' probably the same as Kai. because I think Kai 29, so Pimpin' probably the same age as them. I think. Well, for what James was about Deb, I feel like because the kids are kids, they respect Deb to the point of not knowing how to say no to her. They feel like if Deb comes to them about something, they have to at least hear her out. What they need to do is like hear her out and then say, no, thank you. This don't fit what I want to do. Because y'all don't have your own solo shit. Why y'all want to do a song or album with Deb? To me, that don't make any sense. Right. How y'all trying to have a collaboration, but none of y'all have put out a single, a EP, a mixtape, a TikTok, nothing. Y'all ain't did a YouTube video.
We all know that
But you know what? That's what I said about Diamond. I said Diamond. Deb won't all the way line because I don't hear none of my homegirls like, did y'all hear Diamond's new song lately? Girl, it's a bop. What's good with it? So when Diamond got offended when Deb said that, I mean, the last time I heard Diamond was I got 32 flavors of that Bootylicious bubblegum. Like, that's the last time I heard anything from Diamond. So when Diamond got in her feelings with Deb, I said, well, hold up, Diamond, because I'm from the South. I don't hear your name buzzing like that, sis. I like her. She was with Crime Mob. I fuck with her. I fuck with Crime Mob. But you know.
Wait, Diamond's on Growing Up Hip Hop now? I thought Diamond was on Sisterhood of Hip Hop. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's right. Sisterhood of Hip Hop was canceled.
I forgot.
That's why when she said that she got so offended by Deb, I said, well, Diamond,
oh, yeah, she sure was.
I felt like she told the truth. Why are you upset about that?
You know, I was watching old episodes of Love and Hip Hop, and it's the same thing that Rich Dollars was telling Olivia, and now Olivia works at Foot Locker.
Hold on.
Not Foot Locker, girl.
On 125th.
God.
Hold on, what?
Is she at least the manager?
Wait, for real?
I used to see her there all the time. She was a manager.
I ain't even mad at her. She out here getting an honest coin. She ain't out here putting glue on her head and trying to get y'all to donate. I can be mad at it.
Hey, you got.
I mean, look, I'm not mad at her for getting.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes, God, Olivia, for getting your coin, but you know, you was just up here in the first couple of seasons doing your weight on.
I'm never mad at somebody for getting their coin, but at the end of
Me
the day,
neither.
attitude got her where she is, which is I'm sorry, but a downgrade in your life when you think about it in retrospect. And I think it's because of the way she carried herself. That should.
Thank you.
Say this about
you know
Brett.
what, Bondi,
Brett is a legend, and I feel like Brett has every right to dictate who she's on a song with, and she's done so much when she was out for me that I feel like she don't really have to do any more music if she doesn't want to do any more damn music. And Deb was moving Flaw, and I wouldn't be running to get on with Remarkable's ass and all of them neither, like, to be honest with you. And the reason she is on the show is because she gives some type of validity to the whole rap angle of the show. Her, Bow Wow, some of the people that have no real placement whatsoever on the show are there because it makes it more entertaining for people we know to be on the show versus a whole bunch of people who we used to know, kids, which are basically nobodies. Like, they're not entertaining enough for that. So we need the Bratts and the Bow Wows and all of them of the show.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's enough to watch it. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And then as far as Deb is just trying to do something to stay on the show because she realized we're not about to go back and forth with her about this Trump shit. At the end of the
that Trump shit
sounds stupid. And we ain't about to with you about that because he ain't the president no more. So we really not about to continue to argue with you about the shit. Okay?
But you know what?
Well,
and
Bondi,
speaking
I played devil's advocate when it came to Deb because I was like, maybe Deb's whole plan was if she works with Remarkable and Buku and the other people on their part, when she presents it to, you know, Bow Wow and you know, Brat, and they hear it and it's good, maybe they wouldn't be so I mean, it's all right. Let me just, you know, I think about it at least. You know what I'm saying? because I think she knew they would have came into it like girl back. In my opinion, I honestly feel like Brett really didn't mind working with Remarkable. I think her thing was the whole Johnny Blaze situation. That's what I honestly think. I think when she heard she wanted Johnny to be a part of it, Brett washed her hands and said, yeah, you know what? From that point, I'm good. If it work out, great. I don't want to be a part of it.
I think she just felt the way. I honestly think that Brad felt the way that Deb didn't come to her how she should have approached her. I think that's the real reason. She was like, no, I'm not doing it. You adding these people? Girl, no.
Deb is always known for doing some sneaky shit. Her own child sued her for $200,000. And speaking of attitude, you're absolutely right, Bondi, because while Olivia was at Foot Locker, Little Mama had a much cushier job at Lido as a hostess because Little Mama had a better attitude. And so that's why she got the good hostess job.
I don't know. I tried to give Deb
Olivia really worked at Foot Locker.
Because Lil Mama could really act, and she being all the straight to UMC, straight to DVD sort of type of movie. She being all those, and she is a lifetime royal. Okay, I be feeling her when she be like the drug dealer girlfriend and everything in the movie. So I'm not hating on it. Okay, you got to get it how you live some days.
I think we have to think about that. Some artists who are no longer artists, they have to make money. Like, I don't clown anybody who was a rapper and now they gotta sell shoes because they don't sell pussy, sell shoes. Like, if you have to do something with some benefits. Like, I think everyone is maybe just not made out to forever be a rapper because sometimes just wear itself out.
Personally, I think my pussy would cost way more than some shoes, but that's just me. But how do y'all feel? Do y'all think, the ones that watch the show, do y'all think that anything has changed about Johnny Blaze?
No.
I don't think we've seen enough of her this season to say yes or no. I think we haven't seen anything besides her meet with Deb calmly and for her to meet with the group calmly. I don't think she's done anything yet for me to say, no, she hasn't changed. I think we have to understand, like, she deals with mental health, with depression and anxiety. Like, that shit really takes, like, I work in mental health, so that shit takes a whole hold of people. And while her actions be fucked up, she needs someone in her life to correct that shit. She hasn't been around anyone who hasn't either washed their hands of her or allowed her to act how she acts. I do feel like her saying that one time how she was tired of just being here, that could have been one step in like letting people know she need help. So I think before I'm like, you know what, I'm done. She's the same person. She hasn't showed me enough this season for me to say that yet. Now, by episode 8, she's the same person. She ain't changed. But I feel like I want to give her the time because I think she's so fucking dope. Like, she really is talented with her musical in her head, but because of her mental thing, people don't take her serious. So she is her own worst enemy, but at the same time, her mental health needs to be in check. She may not need medication, but she needs to talk to someone about what she's going through, and once she handles that, she could be unstoppable.
I agree. She is very talented. She can sing. She plays 6 instruments. She's very talented.
Well, I would say that I did see her in a recent interview, and her whole demeanor was different than I've seen it be. And this was before she even started airing this season. So I'm not sure. I kind of agree with Jay Lee on that. I can't really say if she's actually changed or not, but I can see why other people may think that she hasn't because, like Sunshine Anderson, we've heard before. So, of course, people are going to think that she isn't going to change or she hasn't changed or whatever. But like I said, I did see an interview that she did, and her energy was a little bit different than
I think even
is.
Now, Scotty, I have to ask you a question.
But I think even at this time right now,
go
ahead, Alex.
Oh no, I just wanted to ask him, who is the third person you're going to bring back from the dead? Because you brought up Cherish and now Sunshine Anderson. So what other ghost are we going to scare out?
Look, we not gonna do Cherish, okay? Because Cherish's second album, Truth, was everything.
They had a second album.
I fucked with
They had a second
Listen, it got me through a breakup. I'm trying to tell
With
you
somebody
something. It got me
else's
through a breakup. Don't sleep on Cherish.
How can you break up with somebody else's husband?
But see, Alex, you know how this goes in the gay lifestyle.
No, honey, no. I do
one
not
of your
know
boys
how that goes. I don't know how
in
that
the
goes.
gay lifestyle, more than likely, one of your boyfriends or cuddle buddies are gonna be married.
No,
you might not go all the way.
Okay,
but
you're
gonna at least
I am too demanding. I am too demanding for that.
C, D, E, F, G.
Well, listen, I ain't about to act all cute in this thing. I done laid down with a married man when I was younger. Now that I'm older, I don't do that stuff no more. I'm grown.
Close your legs to marry me.
Boy, close your legs. Okay, Kim Zodiac. Okay, Josiah, what was you about to say now?
I know this bitch ain't trying me. Okay.
I've done it. Didn't try. Did it. Go ahead, Josiah. What was you gonna say?
Oh, let me see. I'm thinking about ABCs now.
Oh no!
What's the next ABC show we doing? We done did Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta.
Plays like even if she do change her behavior, I feel like nobody in the industry is going to take her seriously.
I agree with that.
Because she done.
Yeah, she did a lot to fuck it up, but
all these years, so nobody's really going to take her seriously.
I would have loved to
have talent or not,
because I really feel like she could.
But can I say one more thing before we move on to the next show? Because I don't think nobody really touched on this. Bow Wow and BT and Pimpin' are all lame as fuck because Bow Wow talking about jumping in and Pimpin' and if Kai and Pimpin' get into a fight, he gonna jump in. If Pimpin' fight, we all gonna fight. If you don't sit your lame ass down, you ain't your sideburn.
No, we said that in the beginning. We said in the beginning we don't get no fuck. We said don't nobody care about Bow Wow. That's so minuscule. It took like 3 seconds. Like it didn't even matter. We said it real quick, and we was like, you know what? Fuck Bow and BT. We don't even know BT. We didn't care. He's a little nobody.
Bow Wow, Kinomi Solange your ass down to that elevator girl. You the one that came out with the bumps and bruises and scratches. She ain't come out with hardly nothing. We already know you ain't about that damn life, girl. Ain't nobody scared of you. Kai was in Martha Stewart old self fighting for his virginity every goddamn day. Do you think he give a fuck about y'all? Child boo. Niggas do time for robbery. Anyway, okay, I know somebody that did 15 years. Get out of here.
Well, next stop is Bell Collective, because I'm gonna leave Love and Marriage Huntsville for last because we have a lot to dig into with Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's a lot of dragging that will commence for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we're gonna go into the Bell Collective, okay? Now
I'd like to. Can I start us off?
Sure, I love to hear it.
Okay, now first, it's just okay. We've got Marie and her husband Essie. And I feel like it's just time for them to come out. Because now here's the thing. Now you can tell by their finger waves how strong their finger muscles are, how adept they are at using their fingers, because they love to play in their hair and each other's pussies every day. And I think that's why, and also she has to address the fact that her son is high as a kite. That fool was in that therapy session. His pupils were dilated. I hadn't seen pupils that big since people did Molly. Girl.
Oh, geez.
So I'm going to need you to, stop pretending you're fucking that husband. Is he a sperm donor? Because honestly, he gives me more of like a sperm donor that hangs out tea while you go and click and clack with Essie, because that is your husband. Essie is your husband. Did you see the way she was leaning on that white woman's chair? That was her husband. That is her husband. So I'm going to need you to go on and don't advertise your finger popping with your finger waves. Just go on and say, hi, my name is Marie and I'm a lesbian. This is my husband, Essie. That's what you need to do. And then maybe your son can get off the drugs because, he saw Essie, dig it in your snatch and he didn't know what to do. That's probably why he was traumatized.
Our word on the curb is that, they bearding for each other. Okay. That's what the word on the curb is that it's a joint effort to keep things under wraps. Okay. But I definitely got the same vibe from Essie. I definitely got that protectiveness over Marie, and Marie gives I grew up at a time where I couldn't be myself T. And I'm only ladylike because I know that the world wants from me. Like, other than that, I would have been playing basketball and wearing only sports bra. So I feel like the whole episode, this situation with Kayline and the Karen of it all, the white lady of it all. I'm exhausted. I feel like at the end of the day, Carlos does a good job getting everybody upset. You show us all the terrible things that have happened to Black people in this country, and then you put a white woman in a room with a whole bunch of Black people crying about how she feels about how they feel like white people hate us. Like, white people hate you. We don't talk about you. If you don't talk about us, it's because you ignore our issues. But to tell that lie that you've never been around somebody and they said something cruel to me, that person, you're a liar. And you would take that moment and making it about you. And I'm disgusted that they ran after your raggedy ass. They should have let you cry in a vestibule, bitch. They should have let your ass be tearful in the vestibule. You would have cried by yourself, bitch. Even if I was Antoinette. Antoinette even said, we have had conversations before about my experiences. So now why is it so emotional for you? Even though I understand she may have been uncomfortable, I also feel like, so the fuck what? Our entire existence has been us changing ourselves to make y'all feel comfortable. We've had to learn y'all not had to learn us. So in this one moment, if you really call yourself being somebody not from a racist family, but then in the same sentence say that your great-great-granddaddy was Jefferson, bitch, I would choke on one for real for that. But outside of that, if you're really trying to call yourself a person that's not racist, then what was being said should not have bothered you. Because the people that I know, the white people I know that just so happen to be white and they're fully aware of the history of this country and they don't bullshit themselves or other people, they would have been like, yeah, man, shit up. You know what I'm saying? And that would have been that. They're not about to cry and tell you that you're, not right about how you feel about your experience. That it was a gaslight moment, and that was definitely a Karen moment. So I don't see Kayline again. And that need to check her friend, and that's all I got.
Yeah, I'm with you all. Everybody, you said that. I think what we saw is two things. We saw ignorance and we saw white guilt. I think she's ignorant. I mean, it just goes back to even whenever she was at the baseball field with Antoinette, and Antoinette said, I wouldn't want to have mixed kids in Mississippi, and Kayline talking about, why? Kayline, come on. You know. So that whole situation at the brunch, you can look at it two ways. Marie was doing a damn fool, for one. For two, I'm not leaving my Black brunch to go wipe white tears. The brunch had nothing to do with racism and all that other stuff. If you wanted to get your business project off the floor, that's what you should have done. But to what Alex asked, I tweeted and I said, why is Essie standing over Kayline like that? Because she was looking like every bit of the man. Like, talk to my woman like that one more time. Essie actually tweeted me back, and she said that they had a conversation. They were engaging in conversation prior to that. Girl, the lies. So, yeah, I think you can look at the situation two ways. Marie and Kaylin were both wrong. I think Marie twisted the fuck out of whenever Kaylin said, well, come here. Because she's saying, come here, like, if you want the business, you want to start some shit, come here. And then Marie gonna say, well, that's racist. I don't like that. Then Marie gonna
I'm so with you on that. I'm so with you on that. It was absolutely.
Show. Is it the Marie show or is it the Letitia show? Which one is it?
Marie definitely took over that moment. So I understood the emotion she was probably having in that moment. Like, this white lady is hijacking this whole moment right now. I'm not about to let her do it. Like, at the end of the day, the hostess and the person who was hosting was fine with the situation. So I feel like even if she felt like she needed to go to the bathroom, because that's what I do. I'd be like, I gotta go pee. And then I'll excuse myself for moments that I feel like a total bullshit. But her hijacking the moment definitely wasn't the move. And let's see, why were they talking about racism? I thought I was the only one that's like, why are we even talking about this right now? Can we please get to fucking Ferris Street? How many events and brunches is this bitch gonna have? And they not gonna bring up
Right.
I think Tambra brought it up because she was the host, but I didn't get why she did that. But when Caitlyn then went on her I'm a white woman tease, I felt like you are in the wrong room to make this a white issue. And when she came back in and then said, you know, the media is the one who paints it as if white people don't like black people. I said, bitch, what news you watch? Bitch, that's the world. That is what the world sees. And I felt like she was sitting there and she felt completely uncomfortable because she was the only white woman there. I don't like what they saying. I don't think it had anything to do with her feeling like what they were saying was false. She didn't need the attention on her. And so the only way that she do that is to start crying. And it pissed me off that so many black women went and got her. If it was just Antoinette, I would have got that. That's her friend. Okay, cool. But I'm like, why the other hoes come too? Like, let her cry by herself. And when she came back in, the fact that she didn't shut up and eat her food pissed me off. It's the wrong place for you as a white woman to come in and basically say what y'all saying either one doesn't matter or two isn't right. Because if you're saying to me, I don't know these things, bitch, you lying. And even if you have not experienced that, I'm telling you that I have. So you fucked up my moment of my truth. And I felt like Marie may have been harsh in how she went at her first, but she had someone should have done that. And even period, because someone should say, you know what, this ain't about you. Let's announce this. And the fact that it kind of got to where it got to was because they allowed Caitlyn to feel as if she was validated and feeling the kind of way that Marie came at her. But I felt like Marie was correct. Bitch, this ain't your this not your meeting. Why are you even here? Well, if I walk in the room and I'm the only black person at this white meeting, I'm leaving. This is a personal, friendly event. Why am I the only white? When they said I'm a strong black woman, I would have left then because this ain't my meeting. She stayed because she wanted something from it, and she got what she asked for. Marie on her ass.
For me, I'm not going to talk about that whole thing I'm not going to talk about that at the brunch. I'm not dealing with that shit. If y'all want to know how I feel, y'all go and watch my damn review. Now, as far as the whole SC and Marie and whole thing, I already said that man is a pillow princess. That man don't even want you to acknowledge that he got a twig and berries. All right. I knew that when they emasculated him in the kitchen. I've already said that. They done made it very clear that they are the Secret Scissors society that's based in Jackson, and they got that field. I'm for.
Well, as far as what my opinion is, go ahead. I thought I saw your hand up. Go ahead. Oh, I thought Josiah wanted to say something.
My bad. Yeah, I'm out of there. Okay, so yeah, let me say this. The last 10 minutes of the episode pissed me off because that girl literally sat there and made it about her feeling offended. Baby girl, you should have never been invited if you was not ready for that deep conversation. Okay. It's not about you. You know what I'm saying? So it just really threw me off. And then when it comes to that therapy session with Marie's son, I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Like, Marie is not my favorite person, but I felt bad for her in that moment when it came to dealing with her son attacking her. Because, you know, like she said, her story with her mom on drugs and everything, she raised that boy. And for him to do that is mind-boggling to me.
I'm not with Marie on that. I feel like Marie dangles that over that boy's head
That's
like
it.
a carrot. That's how I honestly feel about that. I feel like Marie needs to get some therapy on her own, and that boy needs to get some therapy on his own. Like Marie has some things to answer for too. That's how I honestly feel. Because in my opinion, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I agree.
Okay, so what I wanted to say is,
oh, you know what? You are so right. You're so right because Marie is always starting shit. Like at this last brunch when the dentist heifer walked up to her and she said, you ain't got your entourage, so I get a hello. And she's like, we don't have any beef. I've never done. So the mama always trying to start shit. And I can see the mama saying slick shit to the son one time too many. And he was high as hell. Because I'm telling you, that's an amphetamine tea if I've ever seen one. And then, you know, it got to be getting crazy. And then also the fact that she's taping shit so she can run and tell the husband, oh, it's not me. So I feel like there's some shit with Marie and her husband, Essie.
Yeah.
Go ahead, y'all.
Because she tried to put all that on that man. I say, listen, why he need to come home for? You here with your husband, so he got his own shit, and him and Carlos King, they do whatever they do. They share a dildo, bitch. I don't know. Like, I won't hear from Marie doing that. Both of y'all play a part in why that boy feel in the way that he feel. It's not just him, Marie. Stop trying to act like you've been there the whole time. I don't think she has. Because she spoiled that boy right.
So she could go play with her husband's pussy.
But she was compensating for something.
If y'all don't let y'all real say what he got to say.
I mean, if y'all won't, y'all can just move past it if you want to. I mean,
but I think at the end of the day, I mean, rather whatever she did, I think in the Black community, there's a line that crossed. You know what I'm saying? And attacking her, I mean, whatever she have done, it gives you no right to attack her like that. Period. If I would have done that to my mama, I wouldn't even be here today.
No, I totally agree. But I don't think Marie's hand was clean in that shit. Marie started something with that, but she kept engaging with that boy. And she recorded it in a way to make it seem as if you see what he's done to me. And that's why then I'm glad that the therapist said, don't do no more recordings. You look stupid as shit. Don't do no more recordings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you real. Go ahead.
Like the way that Marie comes off
talk,
people, her hands ain't clean.
Terrence, let the
y'all just not gonna let y'all real talk come.
Oh, it's hilarious. Oh God. All right. So with the whole brunch, first and foremost, this was a scheme that Carlos King set up to come to us with the bullshit. Why? Tamara is the MC. She obviously had an outline. If you're doing a speaking event like that, you have an outline. I'm pretty sure she talked to Carlos, and I'm pretty sure Carlos pushed for Antoinette to invite Kaylon, one, to have backup, and two, particularly for his particular moment. I'll say that. Into them having that conversation and she got up, I understood why Antoinette got up. In the moment, I understood why Letitia got up, because this is her event. She was just going to check on things. I don't know why Tamara got up, and that other lady, I don't know who she was. I'm gonna just call her mystery lady. Too many people out there trying to calm her down or whatever. And okay, you're sad. I don't know what the fuck for, but you're sad. Okay. And in this moment, you have these tears. It appears that you're trying to weaponize it because you want somebody to sympathize with you, despite the fact nobody was talking directly to you. The reason that they got brought back up at the table because that other lady said, well, you're probably going to have to talk about it when you get back to the table, which I think that was production pushing that. She gets back to the table. Antoinette brings it up. So with them having the conversation, I was upset with her because she kept making this an African-American issue, and it had nothing to do with us, saying the media portrays this thing. You go talk to the media, you talk to the European Americans that are over these media platforms, you talk to them, baby, this ain't got nothing to do with us. I'm sitting here with African-American women. Bitch, do you want a cookie? Is that what you want? So you get a prize because you sit at the table with it? Don't do that. Don't do that. And I was still okay until she told us who her great-great-great-grandfather was. I'm like, okay, now you got me all the way fucked up. And then I wonder why the other women didn't say nothing when that name came up. I was baffled. I was thrown by it. But they gave her a platform to talk. And okay, it's decent conversation. she, in my opinion, in this point, she wasn't wrong because they gave her the platform to talk. Marie, if she has such an issue, why not go to the hostess or the MC and bring it to their attention to change this topic? Because what Tamara should have done is led with the Fair Street situation and then moved into have you experienced racism. So I'm not going to put it all on Kaylon, not right now, even though she was fucked up before I get to the point of I can't believe you went there. So then you got, what's her name? Damn it, Marie sitting here going at her. And then I don't know what the fuck Effie White was doing, but she just gonna roll up and then get behind somebody. Like now y'all ganging up on this woman. Like for real, y'all ganging up on this woman, and that shit ain't cool. And she's trying to have dialogue with Marie, and you're steady cutting her off. Now, when she went from crying to saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm attacking her," at this point, okay, you know exactly what the fuck you're doing. So all of this, to some degree, is stunts and shows. I blame all the asses. I blame all of them because it didn't need to get here. And even when she came back to the table, they didn't need to discuss it. It could have just been, okay, let's move on to the next thing. It was all a scene that was produced. But I will say this, fuck Marie, fuck Kaylon. But when Kaylon told her, well, come over here, I was here for it. Like, oh shit, we finna get a fight, we finna get a skirmish. And you had all that mouth movie, but you ain't had no bite. You just sat there like, oh, this ain't the 50s and the 60s. Like, oh no, man, you already started the shit. Get the fuck up and nuck if you bug. But yeah, that's it.
Well, Effie White nucked it for. Effie White did the nucking and the bucking for her because she walked her ass over there to where she was sitting.
Well, look, but since Effie feels that 50% of Maria's hers, then both of their asses are 50% of an ass from somebody.
Oh God!
Did anybody keep Antoinette calling herself fairer skin? I feel like nobody talked about that. Whenever Antoinette was talking to the lady, she was like, "Because I am fairer skinned." And when she said that, I was like, "Where? What are you talking about?" I feel like Antoinette has positioned herself so close to white people and so close to white acceptance that somehow she's convinced herself that she's different than other black people, and that the reason for that must be that she's fair skinned. She's a brown skinned woman. Like, what are you talking about?
Say that.
Antoinette confused me. And I really like her, but she confused me when it comes to shit like
she's
that.
confused.
I was up there.
What's that, Bonnie?
I mean, she might, to me, she's like around my color, which, yeah, it's not, you're not like darker, but you're still.
She's more brown than you, Bonnie.
You think so?
Yeah, she is.
She almost my
Yeah,
color.
she is.
She's right in the middle.
Antoinette?
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me go look.
Yeah, when she said that, I was like, what are you talking
Like, she
about?
confuses me when it comes to that.
She's the color of a paper bag. It's like, you know, when they say you pass the paper bag test, it's like, you're not, who told you you're fair skinned? I think because you've been so accepted by white people for so long, you've convinced yourself that it's something that's different about you. So I'm like, what is going on?
But my whole thing with Antoinette is this. You had no other sister girls to invite to this shit. You just had to invite Kaylon. Like, so you don't hang with no other black people other than Latrice on this show. Like, there was nobody else you could invite to this.
What I'll say about Antoinette is, I get what she was trying to say, meaning that she's probably the only African American person amongst a group of, you know, European American people. So she gets it just for that. But I don't think she understands that if there were other darker complected African Americans, that she would truly see that you are going to be treated differently because you are lighter than some of the other ones. So either she's intentionally being oblivious or she really just don't know.
I'm saying I think the white acceptance has caused her to believe that she's not a darker skinned black one or brown skinned black one.
Yeah.
I think that's caused her to believe that she's fair skinned.
I'm looking at pictures of her on Google, and I still feel like she's closer to my skin tone than Niecy. But at the same time, I still don't see myself as light complected either. So I wouldn't call myself that. And I still feel like she has some weird identity issues as far as I'm concerned. I was hoping that wasn't the case. But the more we learn about her, the more I feel like you had to have some type of identity crisis for you first to wear that. But two, for you to be with a white man and then be like, all of a sudden after y'all get married, I don't know if they're gonna have kids because they're gonna be biracial. Bitch, they will always be biracial. That wasn't like new.
Right.
Why would you marry?
Right.
who you didn't really want to like have children with. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
And then on top,
Right.
like you just said, why would you bring her to this event? Kaylin, out of all the people, you didn't have any black friends, bitch. Is that?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
everybody wanted to blame Kaylin, but
me-
I was like, why though? Like, I'm like,
Oh no,
Well, I would
Antoinette
say
should have never brought her.
maybe
You know what I'm saying? Latrice should have had better control of her event. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, dog.
I still blame Kaylin for the way that she acted because I feel like at the end of the day, yes, it was uncomfortable, but I have more issue with Antoinette inviting her than I do with the way the women like kind of, or even the way Marie responded.
Right.
Because Marie said something, I was actually glad that she was like, let's change the subject, because even the body language of the women when Kaylin came back to the table and Antoinette is like, okay, so you know what were you saying? And she starts to explain her history and who she is and what her idea about this whole situation is. It definitely showed me that everybody in this moment is now making it about the white girl. So for me, even though I feel like Marie was out of line because it's not her event, I still was grateful for her changing the trajectory of the moment, because I was more uncomfortable with that than I was with her telling that lady that she needed to get her ass up out of there. To say the truth.
I'm with it.
Okay,
well, I will say this in regards to the Kaylin thing. Let me just say that I think that Antoinette may have invited her because, first of all, I think Alex is sleep child. That's why I put his ass on mute,
that's
because
what I
I
was
think
about to
he's
say.
snoring and
Yeah,
shit, and that's why I put his ass on. That's number one. Number two, I might just have to remove his ass off of here if he gonna be asleep. But besides all that though, I want to say that, and this is just me being devil's advocate, I guess, in regards to Antoinette, I'm guessing about Caitlyn there not knowing that racism would be discussed. I'm thinking she just brought her there. I guess she thought they were going to be talking about something else. All she knows is that Letitia had a announcement to make. I don't think she knew that they would be talking about racism and all of this other stuff. I think that's the only reason why she probably would have brought her there. But at the same time, when it comes down to Kaylin, when it comes down to racism and things of that nature, as a white person, it's really nothing you can say on that because you didn't go through that and you still not going through it now. So it's really nothing you can say to really soften the blow when it comes down to this. So it's just best that you just sit there and eat your food and just shut the fuck up. And all that crying really didn't do anything for you, but really open up the stereotypes of the Karen that wants to use the tears to gain sympathy and to make things about her and to keep people off your ass. So and you know, announcing that Jefferson Davis was her grandfather didn't do her any type of favors. It just made her look even worse. So how is Jefferson Davis your great great grandfather, but you don't know nothing about racism? You ain't never heard no people of your race talking trash about African Americans when it was said that your great great grandfather was one of the, was notorious for racism. So I mean, I don't see how you don't know.
He was one of like the leaders in the Confederate Army. So first of all, he first-handed like led troops that fought for my people to stay enslaved. And you think you can somehow separate yourself from that, bitch? You got all us fucked up.
She said that, and CC
Right.
Freak made a good point in the comments. She said that, and it reminded me of the Kim Zolciak situation. CC Freak said it. And you remember whenever Kim was like, I'm the only white bitch dumb enough to be up here with all you. That's what Caitlyn was trying to justify when she was like, and my grandfather is like, basically, I'm up here with y'all, and my grandfather was racist. So y'all shouldn't be coming on white people like that, because what does that mean? Since I'm here, racism is over. It doesn't exist.
Fuck Caitlyn. Yep. Next.
Oh dear God.
Does anybody really believe that Tamra is really gonna get back with that guy, or is this just for the show?
Tambra
is
wears too
time.
much
You
damn
don't care.
Kyrie
Tambra's
ass
too
makeup
old.
and
No.
too much damn weave in her hair. She gets on my nerves.
I don't even care about her weaver. Tambra storyline is fake. No one believes that someone in their 40s is just now having conversations about having children, and you dated a man for 16 years, did not get pregnant or get married, and now you want to date him again at a diner, bitch? At a diner? Not even at a fancy, at a diner, bitch, at the booth. I don't have time to talk about Tambra because Tambra isn't even a real cast member. We don't see enough.
Skip through all
we seen
her
her
scenes,
house?
child.
She don't do nothing. She meets with random people and say the same thing. Do y'all think I should have kids? I got my eggs saved in the refrigerator. Bitch, unthaw them kids, birth them kids, and move the fuck on. I'm so sick of the same ass conversation. There's no one should address Tambra. Let that bitch be in her freezer with them eggs.
I agree. 1,010%.
Between
Tambra
the wigs,
has nothing else going
the
on.
laughing, all the extra stuff,
I think that Latrice's PR person Melanie is way more entertaining to watch than Tambra is. I'm just being honest, because Tambra brings the least to the show. She brings the least to the show, but you know, before
she does,
we
and
do
I just need her to
go,
fix her hair.
well, before we do move on to Love and Marriage Transfer, because that's where all the real tea is. Like I said, Caitlyn, what people really don't know is, but I told y'all in the panel, people can let them tears that Caitlyn shedded on that screen them, but she is the one that's going to that dude down here telling all the business about Letitia and Marie on that damn show. Now she's the one spilling all that damn tea and telling all that damn business to that dude down here. So she ain't child by. She ain't no better with that man telling telling all of Letitia and Marie's business. Okay, so she ain't.
See how these
She know what
good
she
ass
doing.
white
I
women
wonder
do?
what.
They'll fall out with you and sling all your teeth.
Surely will told all their business. Even said that Letitia don't work allegedly. So I don't know. But we'll see.
Before y'all go, before y'all go in on Martell, I gotta go. I'm gonna move to the comments. I gotta get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So thank y'all for having me. I'm gonna go to the comments and I'm gonna be here for y'all lighting him up.
All right, girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I gotta go to work too, so I'm tired. Right. I'm gonna leave too because it's late. It's 11:30 here, but I'll be watching from my bed under the covers.
All right, baby.
All right. Okay. Well, it did start late tonight though, on my end because I got off work late. However, where do you guys want to start with this Nashville stuff? Because it just seems like as this continues, Martell does not have any type of redeemable quality to him as he goes along. There's or do that can redeem him. It's to the point where he fucking up his bag because he fucked another bitch. So so it's like, what can he do to redeem himself at this point? Because it's really nothing right now. So I guess I'll let Jamie and Bundy start this conversation now because I know the reason.
I think what Martell needs to do to I guess make himself look a bit better, which is very hard for him to do. I think he needs to stand in his SHI and just fully own his own accountability and not focus so much on a but behind his apology. Not focusing on what Melody did. If Melody did indeed cheat on you or whatever, that's gonna be on Melody that she gonna have to deal with in her karma in her life. But as far as you, we speaking on you and your actions, and I think that's the only thing he could do is really stand in his stuff and stop coming up with excuses as to why he did what it is that he did. So as long as he continues to, like, as I keep saying, not standing in accepting accountability and apologizing for his actions to his wife as well as his children, he gonna continue to take L's. while he's out here, he does have like a new PR company or somebody that's helping him secure these interviews. So I'm like, while you doing these interviews, don't go on a press tour like you did with y'all friends, trying to make your wife look bad. You know, stand in your stuff, okay? Because when you own, like, he's not the first man to really cheat, have an outside child that's a public figure, and you know, be unsuccessful. So there's a way for him to change this around. He just got to be mindful of his wording when he's out here, you know, doing these interviews, and preferably he'll be sincere when he gives these apologies, because Martell has done a lot of stuff that make me think like it don't matter what you say, how I feel right now, you just full of SHI.
So I feel like there is no coming back at this point. I think there was a moment. I think there was definitely a time period where this could have been cleaned up and the narrative could have been changed. But at this point, I think he's so unhinged and out of control of his own emotions that he can't help but to ruin his own situation with his own ego. Like, the truth of the matter is, the reason why you're so unlikable, the reason why everybody is not on your side, is not just because you cheated on Mel. It's also because you have gone around blaming her for it and taking no personal responsibility for your own actions. Nobody wants to hear from a grown-ass man about how the reason why he had a 5-year affair with another woman is because his wife wasn't sucking his dick enough. Nobody wants to hear that, because for us, that does not make sense. You knew who Mel was when you got with her. You knew she wasn't a slob on a knob all the time type girl. So you still married her, and now you want to use that as an excuse. But the truth of the matter is, you are intimidated by your wife and your peasant girlfriend / baby mom. You feel like more of a man because she feels like you are a prize, because she feels like you are such a great man that she will take anything that you are willing to give her, including being the side chick, and now getting pregnant for him for I don't know what the umpteenth time, but this time deciding to keep the baby, which is very much your own decision. And I'm not upset with you for keeping your baby at all. I'm upset with you for allowing yourself to get pregnant for a man who called you a peasant, a man who doesn't have any respect for you, because even though his wife has given him a clear out to go and be with your ass, he's still chasing her. He's still trying to make her look like the bad guy because he's obsessed with her, because he's upset that he wasn't strong enough to not only do better than her, but keep her. He's upset about all of that. So to me, coming second best is not ever the fucking goal, Ariane. And you're so proud of yourself for being second best. At the end of the day, if a man really wants you, he will leave his family for you. It has been done. But he didn't want to leave Mel for you, because at the end of the day, in his eyes, Mel is the bee's knees. He may not treat her that way, but it's an obvious reflection of him feeling intimidated by her, the way he treats her. And now he sees that even without him, she's flourishing even more. So now he's really losing his shit, because it's like, damn, he's not even doing bad without me. Even with 4 kids, she's still doing good without me being actively in her life. So I have to try to ruin her even more. That's the mindset that he's in. And if you think that he's going to be a better man for you, you're stupid. That Martell is who Martell is. And I don't think it can be fixed, because I think that he's shown us that he's incapable of really understanding what the fuck is going on.
My honest opinion, what I honestly want Melody to stop doing, I want Melody to stop giving Martell what the fuck he wants. I want Melody to stop feeding into his narcissistic ways. Like when he came around there to that house, instead of her sitting around there arguing and going back and forth with that big-eared bastard, I wanted her to gather up her things and her churn and walk up in her house. I'm tired of Melody always saying she's not going to fall for the manipulation, but you're arguing with her. And she's giving him all of the answers that he needs. He's still, that's why he does that. When you playing with somebody like Martell, who is a narcissistic asshole, you got to play the mental game right along with him. I want her to pay him dust. That's what's going to hurt him, and that's what's going to make him feel some type of way. That's what I honestly want Melody to stop doing. Stop allowing him to get your damn goat, because that's all the fuck he doing. All of this is a mental game. Just like how he playing with the kids. I don't respect that. I don't respect nobody that uses their kids in the middle of their divorce. But you want to play like he's such a good father.
She still loves him. That's the reason why he can still get to her. That's the reason why she can still be upset by him, because it wasn't like she was out there for long. She was gathering shit and he was just running his mouth, and then she went inside. And then they filming the show. But at the end of the day, I feel like she still loves him, and I can't be upset with her about that, because it's hard to turn off. Even when your mind realizes that you don't need to be in a situation anymore, it's still upsetting and hurtful that the person that you've had 4 kids with and been married for all this time is still trying to make you look like the bad guy after already hurting you. Said than done, that she should just, be unbothered, because I feel like that shit is not that easy. It's just not. Just like it's not easy to completely detach emotions from somebody who you done laid up and had babies with, especially a new baby. Like, because I think at the same time, there's a piece of her that sees the good in him, just like everybody else watching, oh, he's a good father, and he does this, he does that. But ultimately, I watched him in that last episode use those children as a tool against her. And to me, it became so clear that he is such an asshole that it would be hard not to be reactive to him, Terrence. Like, I would have went to jail. Okay? Like,
that's my point.
I'm walking inside. It would have been, nigga, what, stab. Like, so
that's my point. That's why I want her to stop and get. That's my point. Like I said in my review, Martell is the most dangerous type of person to be with, because he's going to find himself laying up somewhere stinking. And that's the God's honest truth. Martell like to play with people's hearts and people's emotions, and you can't get through life by doing that. And I feel like that's why she needs to disengage from him.
But
I don't want her to get out here and get so pissed that she does something stupid. I don't want her to do that, because Martell got it in her to make somebody do that.
When you got to deal with the children,
I get what you're saying, Terrence, but
that's harder to do.
I get what Terrence is saying, but I also get what Bunny Blue also said too. Like, it's easier said than done at the same time. Like, we could all say she shouldn't engage with the bullshit that he pulls with her, which she shouldn't. But when you have feelings involved and you've been with somebody for so long, and you feel betrayed and you feel hurt and all this other shit, anything the person does is going to get to you. And I think that that's what this is. All the stuff that she has endured with him and everything that she had put up with him is now coming to surface. And the fact that and I think that she sees that on top of that, he's using the kids as leverage against her. So anything he does is gonna provoke some type of reaction out of her, especially now that he's brought the kids into the bed. So
I get that, but at the point where this man got you admitting on national TV that you don't suck dick, I mean, girl, that really wasn't none of our business. I mean, that
getting enough of it. So at this point, it was old news.
Like, girl, I don't know. Like, I'm really glad that Melody is sticking up for herself, that she not putting up with the bullshit no more. Thank God, after all these churn and all of these years, you're not putting up with it. I'm glad. I'm here for the new Melody. And I can't wait to see who dicking her out. Because when she said that, my boy, I said, oh, he a young nigga. Oh, she got her a young whippersnapper. Come through, Mel. I was with it.
Well, she needs one.
She do. I don't think it's wrong for her to move on either. He been cheating on her for 5 years. God damn.
Absolutely. That's how I was feeling like if she cheated on you for 5 years. I mean, if you cheated on her for 5 years and she ended up cheating on you, like, I mean, why are you mad? You've been doing this to her for like consistently 5 years. And what I also could not understand was why he kept asking about her sexual activity. Like, why is this? What are we talking about?
Right.
I thought that was just highly
What I couldn't
disrespectful.
understand, was why he was justifying his cheating by, yeah, I cheated, but I came home at night. So
What is that supposed to mean? Like, who gives
I,
a damn?
your point, and that's why I lived for his friend, because his friend was not letting Martell escape his bullshit. His friend kept calling him out, and it won't that he was doing it to
But
be
you see
fake
what
or
Martell
phony.
did, though.
Yeah,
But you see what Martell did though in that conversation. The first thing that he did was he deflected and brought up his friend's past infidelity to try to
yep.
make him bad. Like he ain't got no right to tell him shit. That's
How
the
you
first thing he
whole
did.
friend like that? That was like, wow, son, you really put that man on Front Street.
Right, right.
That was
And the
funny.
only thing he was telling you to do was not make the same stupid decisions I did, nigga.
And
That's
now
why I'm telling you, don't do that shit. That's the point.
he told him he was wrong for trying to take the kids away from their damn mom.
Yeah,
And to me, at the end of
Right.
the day, I'm surprised you have any friends left. And there's no amount of
right.
blaming male that you can do. If you lost that friendship with Chris after what you did to him on camera, that's only your fault, sir. Just like
Exactly.
your situation with Marceau is because of the way you treated Marceau, not because
Yep.
of situation between y'all as couples. To me, at least,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like Marceau was always trying to like not beef with him.
I agree.
Mhm.
Can we please talk about how annoyed Letitia made me with this whole loyalty thing with Kimmy? That
Oh
bitch getting
my
on my last
God.
damn
I'm
nerve.
so
Stupid.
over her.
I don't
I'm
know what
so fucking
more
over her.
Letitia wants from Kimmy. I don't know what more
I don't
Letitia
know
wants from Kimmy.
either.
I don't know what more you want. And I was here for
I
Kimmy
guess she
saying,
just,
girl,
I'm guessing
I want to
Letitia is
like
one of them type of
Letitia, but
girls
she
that
just
just
makes it
because
so hard.
I guess she's one of those girls that wants you to stop fucking with them altogether. That's pretty much what it is. Because I don't know what else she was. I don't know what she was getting at when she was asking Kimmy to do this and Kimmy to do that and talking about her loyalty and stuff. I'm guessing she feels like Kimmy is being disloyal because she's still friends with Melody. But what the fuck does that have to do with you? Focus on your own relationship with Kimmy. Why are you so pressed about her relationship with Melody? Because I don't feel like Kimmy is being disloyal. I don't feel like she being fake and fraud or nothing like that. She just a woman that's caught in between two people that got issues, and that's just what it is. And the fact that Kimmy even feels like, okay, but when I have my event, I don't know who to invite. Bitch, please invite who the fuck you want to invite. And if these hoes got a problem with it, that's on them, okay? Because I wouldn't be giving a fuck about how they feel about who I invite to my shit. Like, who the fuck Tisha supposed to be? And the fact that Tisha felt some kind of way because Kimmy wasn't really with that whole Scott Manor thing and building all these houses and staying in the same neighborhood shit. I honestly wouldn't be with it either, honestly. And I love my family, but I don't want to stay around them.
Right, me neither. I want to see that last. I
That's
was
too
here for
much,
Kimmy.
child. I
Kimmy
was
said,
too.
no, I won't go. And Jaylon gonna work, bitch. Jaylon not gonna sit on his ass all day waiting to figure it out while we slaving. He can continue doing what he doing until he gets somewhere where he wants to go, and then he could transfer in the right way. Like I was here for Kimmy in that moment. I was.
I was here for Kimmy the whole damn show, to be honest. Like,
It was
Yeah,
Tisha
so
and
I was
real.
here
Martell
for
could
her.
go to hell.
Like Maurice, mind your own damn business and raise your damn son.
It was given a real. If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna do
Right,
something, look,
right, right.
attention. Look, it was definitely giving that vibe when she was like, "Oh no, I'm teaching him responsibility, and you can let it go." Oh no, we can let it go. You can let it go. I was so glad that she said that to him because I don't see why it's so hard for people to multitask. Like, I don't get it. You don't have a rich mommy and daddy. You don't have the luxury of sitting on your ass and figuring your shit out.
Right,
You don't have that.
right,
You have to work. Your mom is a nurse,
right.
okay? And honestly, I'm annoyed at the whole idea when they were saying how Maurice has the same ideals as Martell, to where they feel like women are the only ones that are supposed to be like washing dishes and shit. I said,
Right.
you're not gonna be a grown ass man living with me and think that you have the freedom to just figure your shit out and you don't even have to help me with the household chores. I will kick you in the throat and the dick. I don't have time for that type of trifling bullshit. Like, it really
Right.
annoyed me that she said that, because I'm like, girl, you out here putting your life on the line, and you mean to tell me that you got men at your house, grown ass men at your house, that feel like you should save people's lives and then come home and wash dishes because they got penis?
Right.
They shouldn't have to. What?
Right.
Child, that shit made me so mad, so hot. I was like, throw the whole nigga away. Like, throw them all
Right.
away. I don't think nobody should be around men that feel like they shouldn't have to clean up behind themselves or their wife if that makes her life easier. I didn't grow up with a daddy like that. My daddy was born in 1948 and still felt like he could clean up behind himself and wash dishes.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand that. And that's trifling to me at the end of the day. Like, get the fuck out of here. Being a got nothing to do with washing dishes or washing clothes. Okay? Like, what's wrong with y'all? And to be all and honest to me, I think you're more of a man where you can take care of your fucking self in entirety.
Right.
Like, what? Oh my God, y'all. That made me upset. Ugh.
I see, child. You know what? It's like the way Housewives of Potomac was triggering, and the way that Basketball Wives was triggering. Love and Marriage Huntsville is triggering as well. Like
Yes.
it's triggering like a motherfucker right now. Like, cause I cussed Martell the fuck out the other day in my review. Like, I cussed his ass out, called him all kinds of things.
You know what got me? What got me was Marceau spraying Miss Wanda all down to the TV.
Wait, what's going on?
Is that you, Josiah? Okay.
No, I said what got me.
I think he had it home.
Oh. Go ahead.
No, I said what got me was Marceau spraying Miss Wanda ass down to the TV. He said, "How the fuck you gonna sit up in here and go in on Martell when you did the exact same damn thing he did?"
I'm gonna tell you how. Because Miss Wanda and her husband are separated and they not together. Okay, that's the difference. And Miss Wanda is one of them old hoes. I know how they get down. If they gonna say they got another man on television, them and their husband ain't shared a bed in a long while, baby. Ain't no old hoe with a hard hairstyle gonna get on television and let you spray unless her is already secured. That's why she said, I just need to get a divorce, and laughed his dumb ass off. I didn't even feel like that about it. I was like, you trying to hit her with some shit that don't even fucking matter. Like, it don't even matter if Miss Wanda got a husband that she ain't with. If she got on this television show and let it be known, trust me, that don't even fucking matter. Marceau need to worry about what his issues are. Because they do a lot of joking, saying shit that I feel like is problematic. Or we need a woman, a young millennial woman, to come in and assist him to do absolutely nothing. And then she's saying, oh, I need a manny and all of that. I was just like, y'all need to just admit it. Y'all going through it.
Basically. But child, I think we can kind of close this out, child, because we started late and it's getting late. So I think it's about time for us to close it tonight. But before we close it and stuff like that, let me just say this. I don't know if Yarel is reviewing Basketball Wives tomorrow. I know I am. I don't know about Bundy either. And I know Jamie is. And I know Terrence is. You are, Bundy? Okay. And I think Josiah is too. I just want to say this before we do our closing and stuff like this. These little advertisements that they're doing for this season or whatever, I'm gonna say this. I already tell where this season is going. Now they want to talk about sisterhood. They want to make peace and all this other disingenuous BS. And they do this all the time when they get in hot water. I just got a feeling that this upcoming season of Basketball Wives is going to be just like the season like season 5, which is the season after Evelyn jumped across the table, where she hit Jennifer with the clutch purse in Philippe's at Shawnee's birthday party. Tammy bullying Keisha when they got all that damn hot water for all of that stuff, and then they tried to come back with a new season, trying to be more mature and all this other stuff. I feel like that's what they're about to do now to try to soften their images up and make it seem like they're, mature and sophisticated women who can solve issues and all this other stuff. This will be yet another damage control season, and I'm gonna drag their asses in every review about it because they deserve it. This is what this is about to be. Because I saw another preview where Malaysia said, "I want to talk to OG." What you want to talk to OG for now, bitch? What you want to talk to her for now? Because you didn't give her a chance from the very beginning. So it's just like, girl, bye. Like, fuck
I ain't saying shit about this trash ass season until tomorrow. Because I just got a feeling all of my reviews just going to be me reading and going in and letting have. Because just like you said, it's all disingenuous. So there's nothing else to do but read.
Yeah.
So I'll just make another $400-$500 just reading y'all. That's fine.
Well, with that being said, I'm guessing we can close it out for tonight. Before we go, I just want to say that you can find me on social media sites. My Twitter is Scotty by Nature 1, and my Instagram is Scotty_by for Instagram name. And you can find me, of course. My YouTube channel is Scotty by Nature TV. If you are a brand new viewer, you're just now watching, make sure you click that subscribe button and the bell so you can get all of my content every time it comes out. Yes, God. Yes, God. Bundy, you can go next and let the people know where to find you if they haven't found you yet.
Y'all can find girl on YouTube. I am Bondi Blue. I also have a secondary channel called Relax with Blue. Y'all can find as well. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as Bondi Blue. I'm also on a whole bunch of other platforms, but those are my 3 main. Okay, and I'm Bondi Blue on everything.
All right. Y'all real?
And y'all can find me where the money resides.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Jamie, that's me here. You guys can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, all by the same name. Jamie, that's me.
Go ahead, Terrence, because I already know what you're about to say. Child, y'all know where to find me. I know that's what you're going to say.
You can find me on YouTube and Instagram at Giving You the Real Tea, and on Twitter at TL Smith Tea Talk. Since bitches think they know everything, how about that?
That bitch word was a little bit too hard, okay? It was a little bit too hard. But anyway, since bitches want to give out hard bitches, we had a great time tonight, though. I really enjoyed myself, of course. Lovely, lovely time. It's always a great time with you guys. Before we go, Bundy and Terrence, I need to talk to you both about something. It's in regards to a LGBT panel that I'm trying to put together. We can talk about it backstage right quick. But yeah. But with that being said, you guys, we're out of here for tonight. We'll see you guys next Monday. It'll be earlier. I won't be getting off 8 this time. But we'll be talking to you guys later. And holler at all of us, all right? So good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night, y'all.